Hey guys, what is happening? Kelvin Galloza here, and today I'm going to be bringing you the teaser for the movie The Outrider, the movie I'm working on, and I'm very excited, directed by a great director and friend of mine called Aaron Carlson. So I'm very excited to be bringing you this, guys, this behind the scenes. I apologize that I'm not bringing you video of my studio and myself right now. The studio is still being kind of built. I did a big remodel for the studio, and I just had the setup put up, but we're still working on the aesthetics of the studio. So I also apologize for the audio you're going to be hearing. This is being recorded directed to my iPhone because of the fact that I don't have everything set up yet. I don't have the mics ready and all of that. But let's jump right to this. This is the second teaser that we released for the movie. I'm going to leave a link below for the first teaser, and you'll see a little bit of a resemblance in the music between these two teasers, because what I'm trying to do with this is just to tell a story with the teasers itself, so the music will continue to grow. In this specific teaser, as if you compare it to the first one, you're going to hear more electronic elements, and as we grow into this noir sci-fi action film. So I'm very excited to bring you this, and let's get right to it. So first, the emotive choir, what I'm calling the emotive choir. This is actually the Labs choir that Spitfire just released. I think it's like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. It's by Spitfire. It's absolutely free. So if you guys would like access to this choir, go to the Spitfire Audio website and get yourself a copy of this. So you have to be very clearly what you guys are going to be hearing. It's not me trying to write for an actual choir, but more into bringing clusters of the choir of the library. I'm bringing that in to create some sort of unsettled emotion, very haunting yet very beautiful and swelly, if that's even a word. So let me let you guys hear this, and then we'll explain a little bit more what I'm doing over here in the channel. So there you go, you guys get the idea of what we're doing with the choir there. Then over here, we're using one of my favorite EQs, especially for film music. This is from Waves. This is the REQ4. Taking out some of the low end and some right there in the mid sections, and of course I'm boosting, because once you start eliminating things, you start losing a little bit of the presence. So I'm boosting the high end right there. The other thing that I'm doing is adding my favorite reverb in the world right now. It's by Fat Filter. The concert hall, I did some changes here and there throughout the whole settings, but you guys get the idea. And then I'm doing the an LA3A compressor for this choir, and this is by Black Rooster Audio, an amazing company, amazing plugins. You guys should check them out. So moving on, we got a Tuvon voice, or Tuvon, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Tuvon voice. This is by Omnisphere, and it's absolutely amazing. I did absolutely no processing to it, because it did exactly what I needed it to do. And this is one thing that you guys should always keep in mind. Don't think that everything you use, every single soft instrument you're using, needs to have some sort of processing. These high-end libraries are very, very well done, and some of them don't. It'll go on a project-to-project basis. But let's take a listen to this beautiful ethnic voice by Omnisphere. absolutely gorgeous. All right, moving on, we have the female ethnic voice, and this is by Vocalese. And let's just take a listen to what that sounds like. Another absolutely beautifully recorded sample library right there. And if you noticed, I did the same thing with the choirs. There is a little bit of a cluster of two different voices, and that is done intentionally so that it creates an unsettling sound to your ear. Once you guys hear the whole piece, you'll get a little bit more of an idea of what I am talking about. But moving on, we have right here a guitar choir. This is by Spitfire. The library is called Enigma. And in here I just added a little bit of reverb using the Valhalla Room, and then I also used the Waves REQ4, once again, just to remove some muddiness out of the sample that I personally didn't want for this specific project. And let's take a listen. This is a sustained note. This stays sustained throughout the whole project. It just increases in volume. Here we go. All right, you guys get the idea of what that's doing. Now, moving on, this is an awesome freebie that Christian Hansen from Spitfire Audio gave us. And it's a beautiful instrument. He used it for a live project that he had. He was one of the few film composers that I know of. I think I've heard of one or two other ones, but modern composers, he actually scored a live show, like orchestrally score a live show, which is amazing. You guys, I'm gonna leave the link below to that video where he gives this freebie, but I used it completely different. I added a tremolo effect from this is internally by Logic, and with that I created this sense of some sort of bounciness to it, and this is what that sounds like. All right, so a beautiful, beautiful freebie that he shared with us, and I'm very happy to be able to use some of his stuff. Moving on, this is a library that I made myself with, I got a bunch of friends that are cello players, and brought them into my studio, and we hammered the cellos, the electric cellos, for a very, very long time, probably longer than we should have, and this is a library that we came up with. It's called Hybrid Cellos because we used a bunch of guitar pedals and crazy distortions and just mayhem. And this is what that basically sounds like. right, you get the idea of what that sounds like. If you guys would be interested in getting a copy of this library, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So it's a Contact library. You'll need the full version of Contact to use it. But it's very simple. You know, this is controlled by the mod wheel, the cutoff right there, and you can just basically play whatever. So yeah, it's a very simple library, very small, just a few megabytes. And that's why I said we probably spent too much time recording, because we didn't use half of the samples. But hey, I still have them just in case. All right, and last but not least, these two right here. This is by Spitfire also. These are double basses and violins. I added some EQ to them. Typically, I would have this professionally mixed, but due to the budget of the film, I'm going to be doing the mixing myself. I'm not a professional mixer, but I can certainly make sure that you guys will enjoy what you're hearing. So here we go. This is what those two sound like when they are working together. All right, and you guys get the idea. And over here, I don't know if you heard this, but that sound of the double basses, that is intentionally done so that it sounds kind of like it's ripping. And once you're watching this trailer, you'll understand and get into the feel of what I did and why I did it. But guys, that's pretty much it. That's what this cue is all about. Very simple cue. It's very haunting and, dare I say, beautiful. So if you guys like what I do and want to see more, please go ahead and hit like and subscribe. Leave your comments if you have any questions, or if you have anything that you would like to see in the future. I will be bringing you a lot more about how I go about scoring the Outrider. Hopefully I'll be able to have all of my gear set up so that you guys can see them at the studio and see me while I talk about all of this fun stuff, but I didn't want to keep you guys waiting. So this is it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and unsolo this, and I'm gonna play you guys the trailer the whole way through. You guys will not hear dialogue. The trailer with the dialogue hopefully will be linked below. And here we go. I hope you guys enjoy. Again, if you like what I do, please like, subscribe, and share this video. I will see you guys in the next one.